Hey guys, back with another one. Weighed myself this morning and I was 16 stone 2 pounds, which is 1 pound heavier than last week. Ooh, gained a pound. I'm not actually that worried about it because yesterday I weighed myself and I was 15 stone, like 13 or whatever, which would have put me on track for losing 2 pound. Basically, I think what you come to understand when you actually do a long-term diet like I have of not weeks but months, 6 months plus, the day-to-day, week-to-week weight, your body fluctuates quite a lot of it's to do with water. You're not going to be losing 2 pounds of fat in a day. It's not really how the body tends to work unless you're doing something ridiculous. Maybe if you're like, I don't know, marathon running or something, then maybe you could consider that as something that's actually happened. But for the most part, a lot of those big fluctuations are water. I think you'll find that the fact that I was essentially 2 pound lighter yesterday means it's actually kind of impossible that I would be 3 pounds heavier today of fat, given what I've eaten in that 24-hour period. There wasn't enough food in that time to even equate to that, so there's a water thing going on there. Basically, the way you lose weight is by maintaining a calorie deficit. Doesn't matter what you eat, doesn't matter if it's what you deem healthy or unhealthy, it doesn't matter if you eat it at 6 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock at night. Literally none of that matters. It's just a calories in, calories out game. That's all it is. So you cannot game that in any kind of way long term. It's just you have to output more energy than is coming in. That's it. It doesn't matter how you do it. It doesn't matter if it means that you eat the same thing you're eating now, but you do a half-hour run every day and that gets you your calorie deficit. Doesn't matter if you do the same, you don't move at all, you just eat less. That'll get you a calorie deficit. You'll lose weight over time. That's it. So there's nothing more to it than that. So when we're talking how much food or energy or whatever is in a pound, is about 3,500 calories, give or take. So the difference between yesterday and today is 10,500 calories, essentially. Now, I don't know if any of you have seen 10,500 calories or tried to eat that amount of food, but it's a ridiculous thing to. That's not comparable. I have never in my life eaten, I think, 10,500 calories in a day. That is, a week's worth of food. I mean, what did happen yesterday is I drank a lot of fluids. I did eat above my maintenance, so probably ate in the region of 2 to 2.5, probably about 2,500 calories yesterday. Maybe not quite that much, something like that. Yeah, so on average, since I started this, I've lost 2 pounds a week, or just slightly over 2 pounds a week, which is what my goal was in the first place. And to do that, I have cut out 7,000 calories a week, which is about 2 pounds worth. Which is why I've said on quite often I'm eating sort of between 1.2 thousand, 1.2k calories a day, or 1,000 to 1,200 calories a day, give or take. Sometimes a fraction more. Just depends on hunger and just how satiated I feel and all that sort of stuff. You factor that with I've been a little bit more active. That's what's putting me in a calorie deficit of about 1,000 calories a day, give or take, which is what equates to 2 pounds a week. That's it. A lot of the results you've seen where I've lost 4 pounds a week or 5 pounds a week, and then some weeks I've lost 1 or none. Even though I log it as that, in my heart of hearts, I know I've not lost 5 pounds of fat that week. But I know that over the course of this time, and I can see it on the scale, that I've lost this many pounds. Not every pound of that will be fat. It probably is a little bit of muscle in there potentially. It's hard to say. It's good for positive reinforcement or whatever, you know, to not be too skeptical or whatever. Just say, oh, lost 5 pounds, lost 5 pounds, great. But you know, I know objectively sort of what I'm eating versus what I've been doing energy wise. The numbers don't add up. I've not lost 5 pounds worth of fat. But the reverse is also true. So when I only lose, say, a pound, or I've not lost any weight, but I think back and I go, okay, well, you know, I only ate, say, 1,000 calories a day, and, you know, maybe a touch more than that, or I did a little less exercise than normal, but, you know, I feel like it should be a 2 pound week. I don't beat myself up about it because I know that from a fat perspective, you know, I have probably made better inroads than a pound or nothing at all. And it's just a matter of body fluctuations, weight. You know, you get anomalies. You just get days where you're high, days where you're low. And that's just how it is. I suppose back to today, I'm 1 pound heavier this morning than I was on 7 days previous. Do I feel like over the course of that 7-day period that I ate 3,500 calories more than my maintenance across those 7 days, and so I've gained a pound of fat? No, I do not think that is actually what's happened. In fact, I know that's not what's happened, but I've kind of already gave the answer. I drank a lot yesterday, ate above my maintenance, probably carrying a bit of a food baby. Is what it is. We'll mark the day as gained weight, but it doesn't matter week to week, day to day. When you look at the scale, it's really not important to look at a short-term result. It's all about putting it into context, drawing the average weight loss across a long period of time. That's how you know that you're consistently burning fat, which is really what it's all about. Yes, I thought I'd just give context to the weight. There's no need to get disheartened or anything like that over a fluctuation here or whatever. With the general trend, you know, the amount of work I've done and what I've achieved, it sort of speaks for itself so far. So I'm confident it won't mean anything in the long run. Alright guys, take it easy. See you next week. Bye.